So it's going to be Badlands, Gullywash, and a decided granary tonight. How this works is that maps are eliminated, and I believe this is. I think this is BFF pick first, actually. I imagine Crack Clan would have favoured Gullywash, especially with tviq sniping. Would you agree, Ox?
Yeah, I'd say that's a fair assumption to make. Also, well, BFF just ridiculously strong on this map at the moment. I think they definitely favour Gullywash.
So you say they're ridiculously strong, then come on, what should we expect on some of the tactics from BFF? Are they super aggressive, or are they just a little bit more defensive on those mid fights? I know, obviously, with Darn playing, kaidus needs to come in and help him out, apply some pressure, and allow Darn to actually get his moves and Jiggy on to go up front and do the work. But as the map switches, I bet it'll be Gullywash first.
It might very well be, but okay, well, I'll wait until I know for sure before I do some map analysis for the teams, just so that we know which map is going to be played.
Weak. Right. So, yeah, if you have to join us, you haven't missed anything. So it's ABC Tuesday crew here tonight for you, for the whole night, I'm afraid. Not really. So maybe this is a good time to speak about sponsorship. So, as many of you know, I'm a big fan of charity fundraising, and this month I have been taking part in Movember. I haven't put a post on VanillaTV yet because I've been a bit lazy, but I wanted to say that all donations are welcome, and all the details about Movember can be found on the website after this match. I wanted to point out that it's the same sort of donations to charity as I ran at I-46, so it's Cancer Research UK charity. More specifically is probably the better word for prostate cancer research, which is where all the money goes in the UK, and whatever you donate is matched by the company I work for. So you donate €1 and it's matched for €1. So doubling my money really, or doubling their money, which is good. I'm just going to retry what Arx carries on speaking.
Well, just a side note, you'd probably want to explain to some people what Movember is, because maybe they just have no idea what it's about, or, well, what actually happens.
Okay, well, I put it on the news post, which I do after this, but what Movember is when most men put down their shavers for the whole month and grow a moustache. There's certain different varying types of moustaches that grow. You're allowed to grow, but I think the handlebars can never join the beard. Is that correct? Because that creates a beard. And Arx, I know you probably can grow a moustache better than I can. Mine's still pretty embarrassing, though. I did start 3 days late, so I've got 3 days more. That's my obviously my excuse. It'll be amazing in 3 days. You just never see it in 3 days.
See, I did have to. I was going to do it. I wasn't going to do it for charity. I was just going to do it for a laugh, and then maybe ask some people for money afterwards. But then I had to go on a date, and I thought, yeah, first impressions, I probably should shave this off. So maybe I'll just donate some money to Beta.
Yep, better do. It's the only time I can get away from my girlfriend moaning about me not shaving, actually. So it works out quite well for me. Plus, I've always wanted to know what I look like with my moustache. So this could be
you look ridiculous.
A good chance. I don't know. Apparently I look like Hitler. I'm being told. I reckon I look like that guy from Hello Hello. You know that guy goes, hello, what's going on here then? I reckon I look like that guy.
I could just imagine you now, actually. Before I pictured it, I was just like, yes, sexy Italian. You know, it works. And then you're like, yeah, I look like Hitler.
Well, apparently so. That's what I've been told. I mean, I think I look amazing, personally. As long as I get that 80s porn star look, that's fine.
With aviator glass sunglasses on.
Yeah, man, perfect. White aviator glasses, my white car.
You can be Goose.
Sort of probably Goose. Sod that. I'm not being the guy that tells people where to go. Right. As Arx crashed, are you back in the game now, my friend?
Yes, I am back.
Well, you haven't missed anything. So quickly, take us through Gullywash and before we go live, and what you expect Crack Clan to be doing.
Well, this is a map that I feel that is a must-win for Crack Clan. They are strong on Badlands, but BFF, just from recent experience and recent form, BFF are scary good at the moment. bybben is on form, well, just in general, and when their two scouts come together on Badlands, it's too strong for them. Now, Gullywash is a little bit different. They can utilise some of their let's say, alternate classes. They can run heavies, they can run snipers, and obviously with tviq available as a sniper to them, that's a definite asset you would want on your team. And so I think that this will be the closer of the two maps, but I guess depending on the result of this one, it could spur momentum or something into the other team, and it could completely change things on Badlands. But as for their play styles, I would say you can probably expect the two scouts for BFF to be absolutely fearless on this midpoint, just getting right up on the point. And I'm worried that they might overextend a little bit in that respect.
So here we go then. This is the ETF2L semi-final playoff between CrackClan and BFF. VanillaTV bringing it to you. ABC Tuesday crew. Arcs, run us to middle on Gullywash.
Right, okay, as the teams just spawned, this is the match underway. Round 1, and they will be making their way. Demomen getting in slightly earlier than the scouts. Demomen opted to go different routes, and actually kaidus takes 2 stickies as he walks through the door, forced to, well, not grab the health pack, he's already grabbed it, and he's really weak. Soldier minimoose has also jumped over to pressure him a little bit, and he's out of this fight. BFF, it's not going well for them. Their health is all so low. 2 players fall. Another 2 look like they're going to follow there as the soldier gets taken down. Admirable has gone down in the confusion, and I'm wondering if BFF are going to be able to get out with their medic, which it looks like they have done. They've fallen back just to save that Uber. And in the meantime, we do still have bybben just dancing around, buying them a bit of time, which actually that time could be crucial because they could, no, they're not going to get back in to block the mid, but they certainly will have an Uber ready.
So Mirelin at 90%, they may actually come out and contest this second point here. Admirable did go down in that confusion, so I'm just going to see if they will hang around. They don't. It's the soldier of minimoose who's come outside and front, but look at that. The rest of the BFF team are already up at that choke point to meet and greet. And it looks like they want to go on the offensive. They're all waiting to come through. Darn's the most furthest forward, as you would suspect, getting those heals. Is he going to jump away and go for that medic? And he has. He's gone to put pressure onto the CC team. Uber has been popped. Mirelin down into the red on that health there, but hold that fort. bybben and Zebbosai also go down there. They have managed to secure the middle point, but here comes CC. They're not going to hang around there. Darn goes flying into the after medic, supplies some pressure again. No luck. Admirable with his Uber ready to rock and roll. And it's crits! It's crits coming in, but they missed the first crit, and it's unlucky for Admirable and his team there. It's not going to work. kaidus actually takes tviq down in the confusion in the background, and BFF holding well here. No losses to the crits.
The thing was, they got absolutely no time on that midpoint when they pushed in. Not one scout sat there, got any time at all. And had they have, well, just got pushed back, and well, in fact, had they have stayed in, they would have got annihilated by that crit. So I think they got a bit lucky there in the fact that the push didn't go too well for them. But now they know that they have crits, and the percentages are going to be roughly even. Of course, it's all going to come down to if BFF have to use this Uber to come through, then CrackClan can just fall back and come in with that crit. And this point is actually pretty easy to get some crit stickies on to any players sitting on there. And so now it is the Uber versus crit. BFF will be the one to make the push into middle here because, well, I can't see CC going in with that crit. And I'm wondering, nah, they're not popping the crits, which is a good idea. But Mirelin drops it. Ips comes in from the side, takes down Mirelin, and surely the crits could come in now. There we go, Soldier and minimoose taking down 2-3 players. Soldiers in the air, shotguns him as well, going for the 5-man. Red Shock stole that kill, but bybben drops, and it's a complete wipe for BFF, and they are going to be taking this second point for sure, and maybe even pressure a bit on the last.
Amazing play by Ips there, managed to get that medic there. It was briefly 5 players down for BFF, Sniper and Engineer going up on that last point. Admirable now already at 50% as well, so I imagine they're just going to build. They will have it before Mirelin has that Uber. I'm just trying to see if Mirelin has switched to crits. No, he hasn't. Are they even going to hang around, Arcs? bybben running Pyro to help try and push them back, but one crit would take care of him. Here we go, 90% now, looking like they're trying to favour the left corridor as the team come down. Scout has gone down below the point. It's going to be Ips again who goes straight after the medic, gets caught by the pillar. That jump doesn't work, but crits have come in again. Crits are in. Red Shock's the first loss. kaidus goes down. Reflected crit rocket by bybben, taking down minimoose, and the help of Darn. Mirelin taking down Ips as well. So BFF actually holding on, Arcs, and they're going to get that Uber as well.
They're going to get the Uber, but it is quite difficult to push out at this point. However, they do have that SD sitting on last, and no doubt Zebbosai is also going to sit there, but that does mean that they are one soldier down for this push out. And, well, CrackClan still... No, they have actually switched to the regular Uber charge, so Medic did take that opportunity to go over into the spawn. But we do have tviq as Sniper at the moment. Just trying to get a shot. Soldier's coming out to pressure him. Deba gets a sticky on him as well. He might get taken down here. He's really, really weak underneath, and no one actually finishes him off. But BFF are making their way into middle, have managed to push out, and now getting some time over on this point as Ips gets dropped by Darn and cookye down by Retshock.
So BFF trying to get some more pressure on that point. They are getting time on point throughout those little exchanges. bybben was just sitting behind the pillar on the point there, so has enabled them to cap that out quite quickly. Tick it over only with that one scout, obviously getting that ×2 capture rate. Let's see how they want to fancy defending this with tviq still running sniper in the main entrance. Uber has been popped by both teams, so Sniper it does become useless from that point, and BFF opting to fall out. tviq is taken down by Zebbosai, in fact. Zebbosai still flying around behind. Darn's there as well. Kaidus in a little bit of trouble here, taking a big hit, gets rejoined by his medic. The Soldier of Ips now flicking back to Mirelin as well. Mirelin trying to dance around and ride those rockets away. He has done the job. Kaidus coming out with 2 huge kills on smzi and Admirable as well. And BFF looking like they want to take it at the moment. It's only going to be Retshock in that corner. Does get finished off by bybben. So there we have 5 players down for CC all of a sudden, and it's all tides have turned, all change, as now it's BFF on the offensive.
Well, that's it. Actually, with Retshock outside there, he did buy his team enough time to get the respawn. Otherwise, they would have capped that exceptionally quickly and probably got a scout and medic combo onto last. cookye is running sniper, however, so it did take quite a while to get that demo man down. And now CC sitting on their last with that heavy and pyro. So no instant push outs and no cheeky picks. This is all about a solid turtle defense. And we're going to have to see how they're going to do against an Uber push that will be coming in from the riverside. Uber is ready and they're making their way now. cookye takes down tviq instantly. That's the heavy down. And this could be catastrophic. Soldier jumping over to pressure the players on the spawn. And we've got kaidus just sticking up the point. One scout sitting on the back. Soldier jumps over to try and take him down. Pressures him off the point. And minimoose there with Admirable actually doing quite a good job now, but they still got to deal with that Soldier at the top. Uber's come out though. They haven't managed to do it in time, and that Uber's out. Soldier getting juggled until he craters there, and Crackland somehow managed to hold on, but they've still got to be wary of this bybben threat along with his medic, but he has fallen out all the way to choke.
Just want to try and see where cookye is at the moment. Oh, sorry, he's running sniper. Great play by Admirable there, just kept on building in that spawn, and it did help them hold the point. It's going to be scout and scout action at the moment. It's tviq versus bybben, but he's helped out by Zebbosai, so he goes down on that second point, trying to get some time on there at the moment. They do have them sort of locked in, but look at those Uber percentages. They are near enough equal, so this could be interesting here. Opting to favour the main entrance. No, they're going to go back to the riverside as well. Obviously, the more favoured route. smzi still running heavy, gone back to heavy, in fact. Being healed by Admirable. cookye goes down, so that was the sniper. There won't be a huge loss. Interested to see if BFF move in here. Favouring the main entrance. Looks like they have managed to get through, so Uber has been popped by both teams. Heavy still at the back, no pressure on him at the moment, and BFF opting to fall back straight away. Could this going to be one of these fakey pushes where they come back in straight away? A lot of spam coming at the moment. Zebbosai getting the heals to go aggressive. Retshock is down, so that's the demo man down. Will this prompt BFF to come back in? A scout pressure from tviq, there's 2 players down. Admirable down as well, so CC 3 players down at the moment. BFF surely going to come back in, and there has been someone that's gone down below, and it's kaidus who's gone down below onto the point. He's been uncontested. Heavy comes down in to try and stop him. There's loads of time on point. The rest of the BFF team coming in as well. Ips and Retshock go down. Finally, it's 1-0 the score. 22 minutes remaining, and what a first round.
Oh, that was a great jump by smzi to avoid those stickies. I saw the stickies on the point and I just thought, oh wow, he's going to just jump down and get annihilated. But in the end, it didn't work out for them. There was only 1 player alive and BFF did take it. So now we are on to round 2. Can Crackland come up with a response here? kaidus not taking so much initial damage this time, but the Crackland soldiers now jumping up to add a bit of pressure on the right-hand side where he's defending with his medic. But cookye on sniper takes down minimoose with a headshot, sitting at the choke, but a scout has come around to pressure him. tviq, that was chasing him down, and BFF, meanwhile, the combo's in a lot of trouble here. Demoman's isolated, very, very weak, no health. That medic also had next to no health. No, sorry, I tell a lie, but he's got next to no health now as he's got 2 scouts on him. Tried to go for an Uber sword, but smzi does finish him off with the bat, and that is a wipe from BFF.
Wipe from BFF, the first of the match. It's not all over, of course. They may be able to put up a slight defense. It's the second. No, we didn't have a wipe. We had a 5-man,
yes, we did.
Mate.
I called the wipe.
Lies. Right.
Whatever.
Admirable now with that Uber as well. So could we see a roll just coming into this last? cookye's already switch back to sniper. Stayed a sniper, of course, just sniping from that back right corner, opting not to run. Heavy on the defense. bybben still staying as pyro, very effective on that last push. I'm just trying to see who that scout was going Riverside. That was tviq trying to get underneath. Of course, no water there present. Uber has been popped really early. It is minimoose that came in, rejoined by Admirable. Sentry gun is taken care of by Retshock. That will allow some of the players to come in and not worry about that. BFF looking like they want to try and hold this train, staying very near to the spawn at the moment. They are being locked in. Mirelin comes in to help kaidus, but it's going to be too late. Point ticks over very quickly with another wipe. 1-1 the score. 20 minutes remaining, so we've gone from an 8-minute round to a 2-minute round, Arcs.
Yep, indeed. So Cracklan, well, they did certainly respond with that round just there. And now is it BFF's turn to reply, or are Cracklan going to carry that momentum? We will find out in round 3 as the mid-fight gets underway. Demomen this time going in the same route, both through the big door. Entrance, the low one that is, but soldiers again jumping up to contain that right side, and this looks a bit like a mirror match here, and the difference at the moment is Dawn putting a bit of pressure over, and Zebbosai jumping at the same time, annihilating the Cracklan team over in that corner, and BFF, well, they're just picking up the pieces here. bybben taking down Ips, and there's just 2 players remaining. Minimoose falling back very, very weak as tviq, even though he's full health, can't do anything from that position. And with that medic alive as well, kaidus takes down Minimoose as well, pushing over very, very aggressively. And well, they've got that Uber charge. This could be a very, very quick round here.
Heavy out to play as well from Cracklan. He's just going to sit on that back left corner. Uber has been popped straight away. They're not hanging around at all. bybben runs straight towards the point, onto the heavy. Time and point, he is taking care of the stickies. He's taken one for the team. There's only a little bit time and point. Zebbosai comes in as well. Dawn coming in as well. Surely Cracklan got to try and their best to hold on to this, and they've come out on top. Mirelin taking care of Admirable with that Uber saw. 2-1 the score. Another fast round. And BFF, again, ultra aggressive play, just pushing into last, and it's done the job from 2-1 to score, Arcs. And would you say the jumps won it for them on the middle there?
Yeah, those 2 soldiers just... It was perfect harmony from them. They absolutely destroyed that combo there, and that was all about the soldiers. This time, however, bybben going really aggressively to try and shut down Retshock. Does get him very weak, and Soldier has jumped over but gets flown in the air. Air shots are missed on him, but he took a load of damage. Now, Admirable has gone down, and Mirelin is still up for the time being, but he's so weak. Gets an Uber Saw kill over onto Ips, but he does go down in return, and now it's a 2v2. 1v1, I might add. You have a weak Cookye versus an almost full health Retshock. Who would you fancy in this battle? Well, Retshock's got the height advantage here, but I don't know what he's got reloaded. He's just wasted a lot of spam at the moment. Oh, nearly connected to Sticky with him at the moment. But oh, now there's 2 scouts. What is this Demoman going to do up on the point? He's surely going to have to bail, but a scout has come in to help him, and they're desperately trying to finish the cap off. But up jumps, who's that scout? Oh, it's bybben, jumps up to block that point. And in come the Cracklan team with a better spawn. Soldier still trying to get that cap on there, doesn't manage to get it, and it looks like BFF have taken control of this mid-fight for the time being.
Cookye did enough then just to bait Retshock, just to keep him there, not to keep him dancing around, trying to like delay the middle capture as much as he can. He did do the job in the end. It allowed bybben to come in. I think it was tviq, the scout, that rejoined Retshock, but it just wasn't enough. And in the end, they do cap it out. Let's have a look at those Uber percentages. One of the soldiers come aggressive from BFF. Ooh. That was done. He took down Retshock, so that's a fair trade. Soldier for Demoman, that's a good trade, in fact. And CCC looking like they want to fall back. We are not playing CSS. I've got that in my head for some reason. And they have now come back out to try and force BFF back a little bit. Mirelin's so weak there. He's going to have to go after that med pack. And he does get a med pack, but... slight delay from CC, just doing enough to force them back out. This time it's the turn of minimoose to come aggressive, and he actually has used his Uber. He's been Ubered to save himself from Admirable. And Zebbosai again focusing out Admirable. Admirable managing to surf away. A lot of exchange. And Mirelin's down in the background there, so he was caught there. Oh, did you see how he was caught?
Well, I'm just having a look at the BFF players. Loads of them had next to no health as their medic dropped, and Cracklan cleaning up the players here. There is Cookye on Sniper, so they've got to be very wary of him. So wary, in fact, well, I can't see him. Oh, there he is, over on the big door, just falling back. A soldier did jump ahead to pressure him, and it looks like he's pressured him enough that he's not going to be able to come in and get a shot on mid. Meanwhile, bybben came in to try and do a bit of sneaky flank play, and he got annihilated. So Cracklan taking back this mid-fight, which is what they need to do, being a point behind. And Cookye still running that sniper, not looking down the big door route just yet. As the soldier makes his way into lobby, and he might get cut off here by a soldier and medic combo. And all very weak, but picked up by his medic there. And that soldier of Zebbosai didn't overextend, actually. But, well, Cracklan taking this 4th point.
Yes, you have to join us as we approach that 15-minute warning. This is VanillaTV with ETF2L Round 2 or semi-final playoffs. The Premiership Season 13 powered by TT Esports. The winner of this going through to Epsilon. Here we go into the point. First shot from cookye takes down smzi at the back of the corner. Counter Uber coming from BFF as well. So CC gonna be finding it hard to come through. bybben still running pyro as well. He's just sitting at the back to make sure no backcaps come in. And BFF have managed to push outside. They caught CC on that right entrance there to the
Hold
far
up a
right
second,
hand. Anyway.
1-4, because there is a scout going on to last. It's going to be a 1v1 battle. tviq wins that. Medic's coming back. He's the only one who's going to be able to stop this. Needs to stand on the point. Does. Mirelin takes down tviq over on there. Saves the day for BFF just there, but they haven't managed to secure this second point yet. Scout of cookye does jump out to try and take that point, but doesn't manage to do so. And now BFF 2 players with the medic alive, one just spawning, and well, we're going to see if Crackland are going to come in. They have a very, very slight Uber advantage, but I don't think it's going to really make too much of a difference unless, well, BFF stop building that. But BFF opting to run a sniper and heavy combo as their utility classes, and Beta, the push is coming in.
So here we go. Uber has been popped on CC straight away. It's minimoose again who goes ultra aggressive, try and lock him into spawn. Mirelin does now get that Uber. They do need to go back down and block that scout. There's a scout on point who gets half the time required. Again, BFF managing to hold on for their lives. CC looking like they want to come back in, but they have lost 4 players. It's only Ips and Admirable at the moment, and they have fallen back out as I find them. They're just in that tunnel on the far right-hand side. Very defensive back towards that midpoint. But BFF have not pushed out Arcs. They haven't pushed out. So we have just now gone past that 15-minute warning. The score is still 2-1 in favour of the BFF team, and we were saying that this must be a must-win map for CC to take that confidence through to Badlands. Right now, it's all to play for. Plenty of time left. Just having a look at the Uber percentages. Mirelin only at 30% and building fast, but Admirable 80%. In fact, I'm not sure if he went down there, so I know he's not on crits. It is Uber charge, and they're going to come from that Riverside Arcs.
Yeah, just going to have to focus on cookye here. Is he going to be able to get a shot over? Definitely not. That Uber was popped so early. But Pyro has come to push the medic. But there is two soldiers sitting on the point. One of them gets taken care of as kaidus comes from above onto them there. And now it looks like 2 scouts and a demo man with the medic combined. Can they deal enough damage? BFF hiding at the back of the point at the moment. But they've got their Uber in time. Scout gets cleaned up. And we do have the demo man falling back out the Riverside exit. And, well, BFF just about holding on yet again.
Admirable is the only player, yeah, there we go, I was going to say, he hasn't been joined by any combo, he was not building, so this allowed Mirelin to just catch up quite quickly. BFF again not opting to push out. They do not like this feeling of pushing out of this. It is quite a hard map to push out on last. I find it actually quite relatively easy to defend, well, when we have Uber as the same, but let's see what CC fancy this time. They haven't really had much success on that Riverside, and they don't seem to favour it, in fact, Arcs. I guess for most, that is usually the favoured area, just to come through there, maybe get a pick on someone as you come in. Watching cookye as sniper, and hold that fall, they come through the main entrance again. Uber has been popped. minimoose might get caught here, manages to jump away. There is time on point, soldier comes in as well up top, gets flown into the air, finished off by Dan. CC players all coming back in as well, so BFF only 2 players up at the moment. Don's so weak. cookye, the only one left on point. It's going to be versus 2 scouts and the rest of the CC team. It's not going to happen. 6 players down for BFF, 2 all the score with 12 minutes remaining.
I tell you what, that soldier was so important to that push, jumping up over onto the point. I mean, I'm spectating, I'm flying around, and the second some capture time went on that point, my vision instantly turned towards that point, as did all of the BFF players. They all just ran their ret shot coming from the top, dealt so much damage, and they just absolutely crushed them. So great vision and great play by that soldier who jumped in, who I didn't actually see the name of, but either way, going on to round 5. Now 2 players down, cookye again getting a sniper shot. Proving to be very effective as a sniper running on mid, and BFF looks like they're carrying the momentum here. They are continuing to pressure, realising that a few of the Crackland players were quite weak, and Demoman of kaidus has jumped over aggressively. Red Shot might get caught here. Sticky's right behind him over on the cone. Soldier jumps over to try and, but misses a load of rockets. Does manage to take him down, but we're going to have to see if Admirable's going to bother trying to come out with this Uber. It doesn't look like they are. They're just going to be content to try and hold on this last, well, as they don't have their Demoman alive.
tviq goes down as well, so it's 2 players down for CC. Only 7 greatest Admirable does use that Uber. He did have it, and he did use it straight away, blocking them by that front door, making sure they don't get in at all, but CC will find it hard. Karen defending here,
Soldier on the
Kaidus
point.
with those sticky bombs coming in. Darn gets taken down by Redshot's secret hidden stickies as well. Kaidus is going huge, taking down minimoose and smzi as well, so there's 2 players down for CC. Cookye coming out on Ips as well. 3 players down. It's going to be a 3-on-3 for this final point. Cookye taking down tviq as well. It's going to be 2-on-2. Cookye still running Sniper and Mirelin. Is he going to go back in? No, he isn't. I was hoping for a Sniper versus Demoman, but he's not that silly. So CC holding on for now. Uber is already at 50% Admirable. Admirable doing another great job of staying alive there. Just keeps them moving around, staying alive. I've noticed he does like stay alive a lot. Some people might say that he's quite risky for how long he holds onto those Ubers, but right now, from what I'm seeing, that it seems to be paying dividend and playing quite well. Let's see how BFF fancy this one. Cookye still running sniper arcs. Interesting, obviously favoring that. tviq running spy. I've just noticed that tviq is running spy. He is actually up in the upper area. Hasn't been called. Still disguised behind one of the soldiers. I'm following tviq at the moment. I think that is Zebbosai. He is disguised as an enemy scout. Oh my gosh, how did that soldier not see him? It is Zebbosai. He is going to come up behind Zebbosai. Let's see. He has been called. It has been called, so not going to happen for tviq. That could be the pick that BFF wanted. That will mean that there is no heavy and probably a less pyro. That's probably what they're thinking. And smzi is actually running scout arcs, so they're not even opting for any of those defensive choices. And here they come through Riverside. Uber has been popped early. Again, Soldier and Scout run straight towards the point. There's loads of time on point. It's going to bait CC down again. Cookye taking down Redshock. Demoman down. Here comes Zebbosai coming through that front door. Takes care of Soldier in that far right-hand corner. CC doing another great job holding on to this. But here come Kaidus and Mirelin. Kaidus is on the point. Kaidus takes care of 2. And it's going to be Mirelin to cap out again with the help of his scouts. So there we go. 3-2 the score. Just under 9 minutes remaining. Great play by BFF.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Crackland desperately needs to take this map, at least in the opinions of let's call it our informed casters. Anyway, 3-2 is the score. 8 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. And, well, we'll have to see Kaidus again taking some initial damage as he comes in the point. Redshock took a little bit that time as well. Soldiers jumped up again, but bybben and Cookye combined. Cookye obviously running sniper on middle after the success of the previous 2 rounds. Just causing so much problem. I mean, Crackland, they're jumping aggressively and they're jumping into the shots of the sniper. And it's, I don't know, I think BFF with that sniper on mid has really threw their style.
So as still some skirmishes happening on that midpoint, BFF of course have capped that out now. Mirelin with his Uber just ready to go. Admirable, of course, they fell back straight away. They are sitting quite aggressively this time on that choke point. They know that BFF just rolled through last time, keeping that momentum as they capped that middle point. Thinking a little bit of gamesmanship here. 7.5 minutes remaining. BFF still fancying it and coming through, quite eager to come through. And it's going to be Darn again, who does get Ubered straight away, focusing onto Redshock. Admirable does have to multi quite a lot to keep a couple of players alive there, so BFF could have a slight advantage. But they did use it first. Darn finally gets taken down by that turned all of CC's heads. BFF, the rest of the team floating in, but they've lost 4 off the spin. 5 off the spin. It's only going to be Cookye. This could be another wipe coming up for BFF, and it is another wipe. Exactly what CC wanted. They're going to be able to cap that middle point, and they could get a free point onto second as well. But here come the respawns. 3 players for BFF getting those front respawns. They will be able to hold on to second. Maybe not for long though.
No. The players changed spawns and went back to last for the time being. That soldier who jumped over, he was relying on CC turning around and looking at him while his team came in, but his team were just a second too slow to walk through that door, and he got killed just a second too early. And that meant that CC killed him, turned around, and then just annihilated the rest of the team as they were still coming through the choke. So it was not necessarily miscommunication, but bad execution as Kaidus gets 2 players with the sticky trap. CC's push is going to hell here, but they do still have their Uber, and they might be forced to use that just to hold on to this point. But, well, BFF only just pushing out a little bit now, and they're only pushing out with 3 players here. 4 players now has joined them, 5, I might add, so they have got a nice force here, but the players have got the spawn, and they do have that Uber charge. BFF haven't quite got theirs yet, but they're close. They're going to want to push forward, but in goes the Uber. They're trying to push them, but it's too late. Counter Uber has been popped. And now we're finding that a medic and soldier are trapped in the lobby. Admirable went for an Uber sword to try and extend his Uber, but does get taken down. And it was actually quite a smart risk to do, because that would have changed everything had he have got that hit. But unfortunately, It didn't pay off, but they are retaining this 4th point here.
You know, CC actually used their... Well, hold on, yeah, hold that thought. Darn onto Retshock. Retshock at full health at the moment. He will need to be helped, but it's only going to be Darn. Oh, pipe to the face of Darn, takes him down. I thought it was actually quite smart play from Admirable. He does like to lead the way, and he did delay BFF. The rest of the team coming out did delay it quite a lot, so that allowed CC sort of had a little bit of extra time to help pile on some pressure, clean up a couple of the scouts. As it stands now, they have held on to their 2nd point. Mirelin did go down. And sorry, did you say Merilin's on crits or Admirable's on crits?
Admirable's on crits. Changed it immediately as soon as he got killed, and they're hoping to make a push with that. But we do have that pyro again from bybben, and let's see if he can get another reflect coming in. As CC should have really made their way inside already because they want to use this on the dot, but well, I guess they know that the percentages are even. tviq does get taken down, so that's one less player for this push, but in comes the CC combo opting to go up top, which is quite a good route to take. They might be able to get a sticky over onto the medic, but there is that pyro still.
It's crits.
In comes crit, sticky connects with one of the soldiers, but doesn't quite kill him, and the Uber's been popped already. They delayed their push by so much, they're just going to have to fall out for here, and there is a scout over on the back cap, which needs to get taken care of. There is one scout out there, however, just trying to deal with him. And yeah, Cookye does go down, so Admirable still up, so they are going to have another crits versus non-Uber push, and I'm just wondering if that's BFF are going to realise that and think, hey, we need to probably push this.
Game of fine margins when it comes to Premiership play. Those last few seconds of delaying that push did allow BFF to build back up. They are defending quite aggressively. You probably will find that now because they know they're running crits. They want them to pop it early and just not have a free walk onto that middle. Darn will be falling back straight away into that back left corner once that crits has been popped. So let's see how Retshock comes through this time. He's going to come through those front doors on that right hand side. He's going for the balcony again. Crits are in! Crits are in! The first two do connect. They do lose Darn. Mirelin still building. He does manage to get that Uber. Will he pop to save kaidus? kaidus in trouble here. Doesn't need to use it. kaidus coming out huge against smzi the scout. So right now, again, another foul push from CC. Admirable did go down as well. minimoose goes down. So CC losing players. Ips gets caught as well. So BFF are going to be able to come out and recapture that second point, and maybe with 3.5 minutes remaining, this could be the map if they carry on the momentum. But Uber has been popped. So Uber was forced, so maybe not. Maybe I'll be eating my words. Maybe not.
Well, that's it. I was going to say, because BFF kept that Uber, they didn't have a sense of urgency to push out onto that second point immediately. They could just clean up the players. But since that Uber's been forced, and now Admirable and Crackland have that Uber advantage, BFF are one of their soldiers down as well. So he might just about be in the fight again by the time Crackland do want to push in, but the ball is in Crackland's court, and they need a round on the board to bring this to a golden cap with under 3 minutes remaining now, so the pressure is on, and we're going to have to see if that means that BFF are going to play this game a little differently. Are they going to just try and hold this out, or are they just going to sense any opportunity to get a push on them and maybe, well, force CC to have to take some, let's call them stupid but calculated risks?
BFF are quite happy to use that height advantage at the moment, just spamming down into the tunnel area. Make sure that no one's going to go. Soldier comes up behind, he has forced that Uber. Zebbosai forces that Uber. So Admirable did go back to Uber. Mirelin still yet to use his minimoose. The soldier did have to go up and force it out, otherwise that would have been big trouble for CC.
But amazing.
He will get caught there. He will get caught there, Arx. And here come the rest of CC.
Still, that was an amazing retreat by them. They all went different directions, but somehow they're coming back in with an almost perfect flank. BFF in a bit of trouble here. They don't have a retreat option because of that Demo Man Scout Medic combo blocking the door. So this fight, Crackland have that option to retreat, and it looks like they're going to have to take it as the soldiers join the party for BFF. But time is ticking away. 1 minute 45 seconds remaining on the clock. CC need to get something done. They have a very slight Uber advantage that probably won't make much of a difference. If anything, that'll probably encourage Mirelin to hold on for his Uber for a little bit longer, which could swing this fight.
So here we go now. CC have no choice to go aggressive on the front foot and try and get some play onto the BFF. They are in a bit of a trouble still. Darn goes down. Both Ubers coming in. Mirelin managed to stay alive long enough. CC do have some good positioning, in fact.
Yeah, amazing.
Quite players up top. And BFF are losing players at the moment. It's 4 down. If bybben gets caught as well, that's going to be the 5. And he does caught. It's only going to be kaidus, and CC need to push. They need to push Arx.
Got this.
Take us through the last minute.
Yeah, they've got this by the looks of it. If they push quickly, 3 players are spawning just about now. Scout needs to get some time over on the point, but he's focusing the demo, which I guess is another smart option as he now goes over onto the point. Soldiers jump there. A lot of time on there. That Soldier's got a lot of pressure. CC have got this. Only bybben remaining. Just spawned. Takes the score 3-3 with 48 seconds remaining, which actually is enough time for a round. So we might see something crazy happening. But at the moment, as it stands, golden cap.
So 7th round coming up. This is the ETF2L semi-final playoff between Crackland and BFF. And Arx, take us through a 50-second speed round.
Well, that's 50-second speed round. But I was going to say there isn't enough time for them now because, well, actually BFF look like they're going for this. Soldier is jumping across now to put some pressure over on the sniper. They are running a heavy of Crackland though. They're happy to sell for this golden cap. With 19 seconds remaining, I'm wondering if BFF are going to go and try and get some time forward. They have 1 scout pushing. It looks like they are trying to go for this win, but there's not going to happen with that heavy weapons guy here. So, well, it looks like they are just holding it for the time being.
Here we go, Heavy still rocking, rolling on that middle point, spinning that gun really, really fast, just trying to lock down that point. BFF, no hope here. bybben and Zebbosai, only one's left, and it's going to be 3-3. It's going to be a golden cap.
Right, well, obviously the golden cap points don't really make a difference. Actually, no. They wouldn't make a difference.
It's best of 3, isn't it? It's not a points match.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to wonder if, because the result on E2F2L, if it would be 2-1, just say, like, hypothetically, Crackland win this, then BFF win Badlands, that would be 4 points versus 2, or, I don't know, you know what, it's not even worth talking about.
Let's talk about turbine rules.
Turbine rules, right, okay, so on.
Right.
Not again.
So, if you have just joined us, this is VanillaTV. With the semi-final playoffs between Crackland and BFF. We're going to be having golden cap on Gullywash, free all the score after normal time. So we have some extra time, 1 additional round. If you are new to E2F2L rules, we operate no draws on any maps. So regardless of what level the competition is, be it playoff or league, we have no draws. So we will be having a golden cap with the second map of Badlands coming up after this, and maybe a third decider of Granary.
Can I just point out, all you aspiring TF2 teams, take a look. Just watch back the VOD and have a look at that last push from Crackland over on that second, well, 4th capture point. Not so much the push, but what they did when they forced the Uber out of BFF, just how their players split up. They had players literally all different directions, and it meant that BFF turned around in all different directions, and it was just one of the most beautiful splits I've ever seen after an Uber push. And it makes so much more sense than just everybody falling back out of the same choke that you came in. It's like they've pushed with Uber for a reason, and that's, you know, get some positioning. So they fall back, and suddenly you're in the same position you were in, but now you don't have an Uber. And would you have walked through that choke without an Uber in the first place? Well, probably not. So why would you do it afterwards? And yeah, I just think that's some absolute exhibition Uber splitting from Crackland.
Yep. Sounds good. So look out for that. I'm not sure what the delay is. I guess it's toilet and drinks break. So, Arx, the player of normal time. Come on, got a little bit of delay. Who was the player of the normal time?
See, I've got one that people might not think. I am going with minimoose.
Oh, really?
I think seriously, minimoose in that game, he was almost bottom of the scoreboard, but every play that he did, not obviously excluding that huge crits run, he had crits on him, so you can't really credit him for getting a 5-man too much, but I think he honestly played an amazing game, and pretty much kept Crackland in it.
Okay, I was going to say, you know, there's a couple really. I thought Admirable had a good game, but I can't really say that because he's a fellow caster, so, you know, I'm not really going to say that. No,
yeah,
he had a good game. No, he had a good game, and I thought actually, you know, you said it before, I thought bybben had a good game as well. You may not have thought it because he didn't have like any of those massive solo moments, but the fact is, the amount of fire and damage he caused, especially when just capping out mid points, just those little, you know, firing, keep him at bay, and the amount of sort of times he did that, he's definitely back up on his game from what he probably used to be, and doesn't come as a surprise.
I mean, we played
so
against
here we
BFF. Oh, yeah, let's
here we go. Sorry, here we go. So this is the golden cap, 10-minute round decider between Crackland and BFF. This is E2F2L semi-final playoff for the Premiership title. Gullywash, Arx, run us to middle.
Okay, so this time Kaidus getting caught off, but instantly Red Shock, both of the men down, so this is going to be a spam-free middle as Zebbosai, well, bit weak at the moment, and Darn's also weak, so we might find that it's... What is cookye is running heavy over on the mid fight, trying a shotgun, but he's not going to do too much with that shotgun. It's complete wipe for BFF. What was he thinking running as a heavy into that point? But Crackland, well, 4 players alive, including the medic. They're going to have Uber, and I don't want to say, but could that have just lost them the match?
It could be. It might lose in the map at the very least. That's the first time we've seen cookye run heavy to middle, and that's probably the first time we've seen that so uncontested. Mirelin building fast, but Admirable ready to go. Let's just have a look at their defense. bybben, of course, running that pyro again. Will anyone go out uncontested? Look where Mirelin is. They're opting to defend from that upper lobby area, just seeing if they were running crits, see if they can force it out early. Darn's still floating around there. Oh, the Source TV changed. Oh my gosh.
Right, well, anyway, we can commentate this blindly because we are skilled. So now, as Crackland are coming in with that Uber charge, kaidus does get taken down. Ret Shock dealing so much damage. The Uber's come in. Excellent pyro deflect. Whoa, double air shot. Okay, you know what? I'll stop that. But I think we can
that for minimoose comes in as well. Baits loads of players down. And Ret Shock comes in and cleans up the rest of the team. Admirable coming up with 1, 2, 3, 4 Uber saws onto Darn. Darn flops, and it's going to be Admirable, the only one left up for Crackland to secure that first map.
Wow, amazing play there from Crackland. Yeah, taking the map in, well, what we said was going to be a must-win map for them.
So there we go. So 1-0 the score in maps. We're going to have Badlands coming up. Very disappointing that we missed that last bit. But of course, me and Arx brought you all the action that you missed, and unfortunately, it won't be for any VODs, anything.
Oh, well, we are going to be going on to Badlands. And
final score then. Sorry, final score was 4-3, by the way, if anyone asks. 4-3 the score in favour of Crackland. Whilst we get a quick break. We have a quick break while me and Arx get a drink, and we can moan about the Source TV changing.
Indeed.